Hello everybody, hello, welcome. It has been a bit, well actually not really, I've been here yesterday, but welcome, hello. We're about to start stream, well we just started stream, let's be real, but like before we get you know, everything all set up, I have to, ooh, you know what, oh I forgot to do this shit. Jump scare, oh my god, sorry, I actually forgot to do something, but let me just set a few things up. But we actually are going to be doing something hopefully fun. Well, it should be fun. Damn, how do I set this up? Sorry, admittingly, I had a lot of things going, but don't worry, I have an idea. Let me mute this real quick. Okay, that's perfect. It's an Alpha Mari. Like, been playing too much is AZ. No, I feel you. That game is pretty fun. All right, but yeah, it is Halloween. Also, let me make sure something here is set up before we continue. Okay, I need to adjust something. Okay, all right, and I think these two. Okay, sorry, I'm just setting some quick stuff. All right, all right, I'm just gonna put something over here. Okay, actually, you know what, actually wait, let me put something real quick. Sorry, I'm just doing a quick setup. Okay, there, I think that should be perfect. Okay, all right, in about 3 seconds you should see a different screen. 3, 2, 1, boom. Hello everybody, welcome, happy Halloween. As you can see, I am also wearing a costume at the moment. Also, I just realized I gotta put the music on. You might occasionally see a hand, so I gotta enable the desktop audio. Let's put some Halloween music. Well, some video game Halloween music, or in this case, spooky songs, scary Halloween Nintendo music to play in a haunted house. But hey, it works. What works. All right. So yeah, for this Halloween, I decided to do a hand cam stream. And you're probably wondering, what exactly are we doing? What exactly are we going to be doing for Halloween? So, I mean, obviously you can see from the title, but we're actually going to be painting some craft pumpkins. Now, originally, my plan was going to be that we were supposed to get, I was going to get mini pumpkins, like the little tiny mini pumpkins. And but then I was like, oh, if I get the real ones, it's going to like kind of rot. It'll get like issues. Also, I just realized I got to do a quick sound check. Sorry, y'all. Let me just do sound check. You might hear something. Oh, wait. You might hear something real quick. Sorry. Originally. Okay. Sorry, that was just me checking for sound. Okay. But yeah, originally I was gonna get mini pumpkins. Then I realized, oh, like those might rot. There might be issues with it. So I figured maybe I could get something else. And thankfully, I was at Target the other day with my mom because I wanted to check some stuff. And thankfully, they actually hooked me up with a couple of things. So thanks to, you know, obviously their Halloween stuff, I found, we're probably gonna only end up doing 2, but maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll do the 3rd one if we have time. But basically, I found these little craft sets that basically are kind of like you get to paint like a pumpkin. Specifically, I found 3 types. So the first one is this, which is like kind of a basic set. Like this one, it's like a basic set. I'm gonna do something different with this. Like it's not gonna be a dog, it'll be something else. But I figure, you know what? I could get it. Like it works for what I need. It's a small little pumpkin and everything. It works for what I need. So I found that one. Then the second one I found was this one, which I'm very interested. Apparently, this is a light up recolorable jack-o'-lantern that apparently actually lights up. So the idea is and it comes in 3 different colors. Like, it lights up in 3 different colors. So the idea is that you use these markers to paint on it, and it can show up in 3 different colors. I kind of want to try it just to see how it works, because low-key, this actually looks kind of fun to play with, so I'm gonna try that. Now, I honestly, I kind of want to do this one first just to see how it works. And then this third one, okay, so technically, I know it's not a jack-o'-lantern, and I think this is something more appropriate for, like, I think it's like in 1 or 2 days, but I saw it and I'm like, you know what? This is for all of my, like, Mexican friends out there. I got this skull. So, yeah, maybe we could paint, like, maybe we could use this, make, like, what is it? Like a calavera, yeah. You know, make our own little, like, calavera design. And honestly, I like the shape of it. So yeah, we could try something with this. But yeah, like, basically that's what we're gonna be doing for the night. I hope everybody has had a good Halloween. I hope everyone has had some good candy, or, you know, just dressed up or had a good time, you know, however you choose to celebrate Halloween. But yeah, I figured I want to do something fun, because I'm not gonna lie, last year for Halloween, was it last year? Admittingly, I was gonna play like something like, I played Clock Tower last year, but low-key last Halloween I was kind of depressed, so I wasn't really in the mood to do something like that. But I was like, this could be a good take, you know. It's like, oh, here I am painting some sugar skulls, I mean, not sugar skulls, jack-o'-lanterns. Let me just fix one thing real quick. No. Okay, we should be good. Okay, so yeah, I want to try this. This is the first one we're gonna be trying, because this says it lights up, and honestly, I saw this. Also, these, I got them cheap at Target. Like, they had them for, like, they were on sale for like less than like $5. I think this one ended up being like 6 or 7, but this was cheap. Like, the other two were like $4 or $5. So yeah, let's open this up. Also, I forgot to do the thing. Oh yeah, they also had a ghost version. Like in this right here. Now, I have an idea of what I want to do for the pumpkins, but I do not have like the I don't have Crayola markers, but I think I have a workaround. Oh, damn it. Okay, you know what, fuck it. I have scissors. I have mini scissors. I'm just gonna open it with some mini scissors I have. I cannot be bothered. I'm one of those people that I like to open up the thing with my hands, but it's like, I cannot be bothered. Is your sister wearing a Snuggie? It's actually like it's a hoodie cape. Oh, okay, so it comes with the 3 markers. So I'm just gonna pull these out. Oh my god. It's these Crayola markers. I'll put them right here. And then let's see, let's open this part up. Oh, that is way smaller than I anticipated. Okay, well, I mean, whatever. Like, I did wanted a small pumpkin anyways, I guess I can't complain. Oh yeah, this is also one of those things where it needs a battery, but I have batteries, so we could use it. Yeah, so it says here it just needs batteries. And apparently you could go through the 3 colors and stuff, so yeah. But yeah, basically, yeah, this is our little pumpkin, and apparently you can paint it. You could use these markers, like, they're washable, so might as well just try it. Now, you're probably wondering, what do I plan to do with this pumpkin? So, I thought about it, because I was like, okay, I'll admit, I was a little bit unprepared because I didn't know what I wanted to paint. So then I thought, okay, what's like my recent interest? And sure enough, I thought of Pokemon, because yeah, of course I thought of Pokemon. And then I realized, wait a minute, I've been playing one of the recent games, you know, ZA. And then I thought, okay, like, is there a ghost Pokemon that I could use this for? And obviously there are, you know, there's Pumpkaboo, it's a pumpkin Pokemon, but it doesn't, I feel like with the way it's designed, I don't think it would really work for something like this. And then I realized there's one Pokemon that might work, not just because of the shape of this, but because of its design. And I figure I would try to replicate Chandelore's design on this pumpkin with like the stripes and everything, and then when we turn it on, it'll glow to look a lot like Chandelure. Or at least try to. Like, I figure you might as well try it. Also, it helps that we have this black marker, because to get the outlines and everything, it is black. I will try, because I think for the purple, I don't think this purple is gonna work for the color it has, but I think what I could try is using, I have like some highlighters, and I'll see if those work. Oh my god, Gengar. Oh my god. Well, Gengar could work, but I think for now I want to try Chandelure. So yeah, so I think, yeah, let's just give this a try. Let's see how it works. So first, I might as well try to see if like the highlighter is gonna work on this. So I gotta bust out one of my highlighters, because I'm supposed to use like a marker, but I don't really have, and I don't think any of these highlighters, yeah, they're not permanent. I could probably use it. So let's see if this one will work. Actually, okay, so I gotta pull up a picture of Chandelure. Okay. Oh, they have a little thing back here. That's cute. You know what? So looking at his design, so originally I was gonna do the eye, like the 2 dot eyes here, but I realized that the line for it would be a little bit too small. So maybe what I'll do is I'll do the design here. What? Yeah, no, I could probably do the, oh wait, you know what? Wait, I have an idea. I was gonna do, oh wait, but that probably won't work for what I was gonna do. Okay, all right, you know what, I'll just compromise. I'll see what I can do, and we'll work around it. We'll see how it looks. So yeah, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I think I might be able to make this work. All right, let's see how this is gonna work. All right. Okay, so again, I know I'm not supposed to use this, but I just want to test to see how this works. Oh, you know what? I don't think it's gonna stick on. Fuck. Okay. I think I'm gonna need, let me see, hold on. I have like other stuff too. I know I had like a pack of like, I know I had some like, will these work? I mean, these are kind of like markers. Let me see. Okay, yeah, this is okay. I think this one's working. I gotta do some creative gymnastics with this. This is not how I'm supposed to do it, but just bear with me, folks. We'll see if this works. Alternatively, I was going to do Rotom, because, you know, Rotom, like, you know, it's a ghost Pokemon, but it's electric. It uses electricity, so I figured this would be appropriate. But I think shape-wise, I think Chandelure might actually work the best for this, but we'll see. All right. So I'm trying to do the circles for the eyes. I might have to make, okay, I'm gonna make these eyes a little bit bigger. Okay, let me see if you guys can see it on the, okay, as long as you guys can see it. I mean, it's a little bit bright, because that's because like I'm using like this really bright yellow. But once I think I put the black in, it's gonna show. But might as well just give it a try again. We have like the 2 other stuff, so if this doesn't work out, we still have like a backup. Okay, I think these should be the right size. So now this is the tricky part. This is the part where I gotta do the circles around Chandelure's eyes. So I might as well start with the face. I get this one is supposed to be kind of simple, but we'll see. Okay. Okay, this is supposed to be like a black color, but this definitely feels more like a it feels like a green color. Okay. Okay, so now I gotta do, this is gonna be the tricky part. I gotta do these like detail outlines of the eyes, which is definitely tricky for what I'm going for. Okay, this chandelier is definitely gonna have some weird eyes, but as long as I can kind of make it work, I think I might be able to make this work. Okay, let me just, I just want to make sure that, you guys can see this. But yeah, I hope you guys had a really good Halloween. You know, whatever you did. I know people, like, I know there are people that they do Halloween a little differently. Some people don't really celebrate it, but, you know, I know some people, you know, it's just like another day or whatever, but, you know, maybe like get yourself a nice treat, or if you want to watch a nice movie. All right. Oh, you know what? Wait, actually, from a distance, that doesn't look bad. Yeah, from a distance. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, we're actually off to that's actually not too bad. Sorry, I'm like going into some details. I always forget that in the hand cam stream you gotta show some stuff. Okay. Okay, you know what? This might actually work out. Okay. Let me get to the picture of Chandelure. Also, I just realized I probably should have calibrated this a little better. Okay. So now I gotta... Okay, let's pull out... Yep, gotta pull out the picture. Okay. Alright, so... Thankfully, Chandelure's design is actually super convenient. Oops. It's convenient for this because he has these strips. So I just gotta go through, like, the strips a bit. So let me just... So this is where like we're gonna do, we just have to go through the line, which is super easy because that's part of his design, is that he has these like strips. And then he has these two tiny strips over here. Okay, that's a little, let me see if I can make it bigger. Okay, you know, it's something. It's not gonna be perfect, but you know what? It's something. Okay, and then this part, he has like the, he has the lines, but it continues from the top of his eyes and then the very bottom part of his eyes. A little bit tricky. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, it's getting somewhere. It's a little messed up, but maybe if I make it thicker. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's something. Maybe I should have made the eyes a little bigger, but we're already at this point. All right. I will definitely say compared to last Halloween, this one's a little bit more like easier. I think it's because like the Legend ZA game has been like, it's like since that game got released, I'm like, oh my god, I've been on that shit. So it's like, oh my god, I got like something. And then in a few weeks, the Kirby Air Riders game comes out. So it's like, oh my god. Like I got a lot of games to hop on like this Christmas. I'm not gonna be bored this Christmas. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, it's a little something, but like I think we got like some kind of a vision. All right, and then so basically I think the only thing that's left to do, and this is going to be a little tricky because I think our marker smudges, I got to do lines for all, or you know what, let's start with the top because I think the top will be the easiest, and then like the top will be the easiest because he has like these like, it's almost like a crown shape on the top. So I think the way I'm gonna do it is like I'm gonna just make a line around the top part of him, and then we want it to be a little bit dark. We got to make it extra thick. Oops. And then, okay, make it extra. And then I think the idea is that basically, okay, I think I know what to do. So we're gonna take the points, do it like this, and then we'll just color it in like that. So it's gonna look more or less like his crown. It's gonna look a little bulbous shape, but it's fine. Okay, so it's like gonna be something like that. And then we'll do it to all the sides of the stem. It's definitely just me playing with like more of a toy, but honestly, this isn't too bad. When we get to the pumpkin, I already have an idea for the pumpkin, and it's going to be an interesting take. It's definitely going to be something a little different. It's going to be something that might be a little bit untraditional, but... Oh, you know what? Well, whatever. He'll have four-sided crown. Probably should have done it a little differently, but... Oh, okay, this crown is a little... I think he's supposed to have it six-sided, but this one has four-sided just cause. Just cause. Oh my god, this music is like, what is this? Okay. Okay, so we got the top part done. He actually looks a little bit more different, but this is fine because this is kind of more or less what I wanted. Maybe I should do the purple, but no, you know what? I'll leave it like that because it's supposed to glow. Okay. Okay, so now we're just gonna go through the rest of the stems and just add the, actually, no, yeah, we'll add it like that. Oh my god, this music is like, doing this with this music is like, why did things get suddenly unsettling? I know it's Halloween, but like, bruh. You know what I was thinking about today? About how like 2 years ago on Halloween, I went to go watch the Five Nights at Freddy's movie because I was like, I should do something for Halloween because I had to work. But I was like, well, actually, no, I think Halloween was like on a day where, wait, was it? Oh no, Halloween was during a time, oh, right. Yeah, I was, that was during a time when I was unemployed from my last job because I got laid off. So yeah, I didn't work. So I went to go watch the Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, oh my god, what a weird day. It's like, yeah, that was when I got laid off. That was when I had no fucking job. Oh my god. But yeah, I went to go watch the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and I just remember, like, I wore this like Mimikyu hoodie. It was like a different hoodie than this one. And I went to go watch it, like, it was around like midnight. Oh fuck. Okay, well, wait, can I scrub that? It was like not midnight, but it was definitely like, I think I went to go watch like I think it was like a 10:30 or 11 p.m. screening, because that was like the last screening, and I figured, like, I think that week it had came out, but I was like, I didn't want to watch it with, like, you know, a bunch of kids, so I waited. I went to the latest time, like the later time, and funny enough, it was only just a couple of people there, like mostly, like, most of them were like, I think like teens or like young adults, but it wasn't any, like, you know, no, but like, you know, it was mostly like people just being chill watching the movie. Okay, that actually looks pretty nice. I think what I'll do to add a little bit more dimensionality is I'll do like a line throughout the thing just to add a little bit dimensionality. I just want to check the reference. What happens if I like do this? Okay, okay, so thankfully, if you want to erase the mistakes, you just need, like, okay, I'm just like, I took a little dab. Okay, little dab there. Okay. I just gotta check a reference for, like, Chandelore's, like, design. Okay. All right, I gotta grab you from the side, like I'm about to mince a fucking garlic, or like mince a pepper. But yeah, yeah, I remember watching that movie. It's I don't think it's like, it's one of those movies where I'm not a big Five Nights at Freddy's person because I hate jump scares and horror. But funny enough, the movie is like, outside of one really fucked up scene, which I won't spoil in case you haven't watched it, like, most of that movie is tamed, and like, it's really easy to tell when the jump scare is coming. I think there was only one jump scare that kind of not scared me, but startled me. But most of the jump scares, like, you can kind of tell when it's coming. But that movie is like the best way to describe it is, like, I'm not a fan of, like, the human story, because it's like, I won't go into details, but that's shit that I had to, like, I have family members that had to deal with something similar to that. So it's like, it kind of makes me uncomfortable how they use that to portray it. Like, I get that they needed a narrative, but I don't know. I just found weird it. But the Five Nights at Freddy's part, I did enjoy it for what it was. Like, I know it didn't get into some deep lore stuff, but I did enjoy it for all it was, you know? So yeah. One thing I've been meaning to do, one thing I've been meaning to do is, I was gonna buy Luigi's Mansion 3, and like, they released the second game last summer, the remake of the second game, but I might save that for like something next year. Like, to be fair, like, the good news is that technically speaking, you can play all 3 of the games on the Nintendo Switch, which is nice. So maybe one day I'll, okay, I can't press on it too much. I gotta be very careful. It can still smudge. Okay. Maybe one stream I will do like a Luigi's Mansion like marathon or something like that. I mentioned this yesterday too, that like basically for so I know I have a lot of games coming up soon. Like, obviously next month will be Kirby Air Riders, so I'll definitely be busy with that. But I still want to get through Legend ZA, but I think the way I'm gonna start doing stuff is that for Legend ZA, I'm gonna do a lot of the habitat areas. Like, I think the way we're gonna do it is, I'm gonna do the habitat stuff. So like going into the areas, because there are some Pokemon I want to get, but the problem is that their spawn rate is like kind of stupid or like kind of abysmal. So I'm just gonna be like, okay, what we'll do, because it seems like right now in the current game, like no spoilers, but right now the current loop, or like the current like story, seems to be like, okay, you help the gang deal with mega evolved Pokemon, like rogue mega evolved Pokemon, and then after that you finally get a challenge for the ZA Royale. You defeat it. I think doing that unlocks new areas, and then it's just like more or less rinse and repeat with a little extra story elements until like probably we get to like what I'm assuming is the end. And given that, like, I'm assuming that once we start getting into like rank A, that's when we enter like the end game. Well, end game, like the end of the story, of the main story. Obviously there's post game stuff, but like I think post game is more of just like, but like it's like when it comes to like the actual story is like where we're gonna get to it. Do I have like, let me try something. I don't know if this is a good idea, but I want to try something. Okay, I probably should not be using my finger for this, but okay, so that does work. I'm just gonna wipe. Okay, so now we got this. Honestly, you know what? This isn't too bad. This isn't too bad. Now, like, this actually isn't too bad. Maybe we could try something in a bit. But yeah, this isn't too bad, actually. So now we got to test out the actual fun of it. But before we do, so I have the batteries. Let me real quick. I got to go grab a screwdriver because I got to unscrew the thing. So just give me 1 second. I will, you know what? Let's go to... I'll go to BRB and I'll disable this just so that you can get sweet audio. So just give me 1 second. All right, I am back. So I have a screwdriver and I have 3 AAA batteries because according to the instructions, it needs 3 AAA batteries, which of course it doesn't come with, but figures. Okay, so we gotta open it up here. So, oh wait, this is a flat screw. Wait, can I still use it? Okay, hold on everybody, I got the wrong screwdriver. Give me a sec. Sorry. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, this time I have an actual screwdriver. This time I have this. I grabbed, cause in my brain I thought that was one, but I guess I didn't see it properly. So I think this one should be perfect for what we need. Okay, I just gotta set it up. What the? Wait, what the hell is this? What? Why does it have this? Hold on. I have like a, thankfully I have pliers. I'm like, why is this? Okay, that fell. Why is this not wanting? What the fuck is this? It's like a magnet. Hold on. Oh, it's like a magnet. Can I? Oh, okay. Well. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that there. Uh-oh, one of the markers. It's fine. Okay. Let's see if this works. Okay, there we go. There we go. Whoop. Okay, that fell. Got it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. All right, so basically you put these three here together. Okay, and then we put these back. I won't do it too tight because I do plan like after this to like remove the screws, but if this works out well, maybe I'll reuse this puppet because according to the box, you can like it can be reused. Like you just gotta like wipe the marker off of it. Okay, I think this should be fine. Okay, so in order to demonstrate the use of it, okay, I'll put this over here. In order to demonstrate the use, I have to turn on, I have a little light up here for this, but I gotta turn it off. And I'm gonna see if I can, okay. Like that's just my like light for stuff, but okay, it should be dark enough that now we could see how bright it is. All right, let's see how it goes. So 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Okay, I mean, you can still see a little bit of the indentation. Honestly, if this was just a pumpkin without this could work for a lot of cool stuff. And apparently it could also turn different colors. So this is, ooh, this is green. Ooh, okay, this is like pretty good. I like the green. Okay, and then it's supposed to be, I think, blue. Oh, hell yeah, now we got it, baby. It's funny seeing this in like the OBS because it's like the color is so different, but this looks way more blue than what OBS is showing. Like I don't know why it's showing it like pure white. It might just be like the gamma or something. Oh, and you can have it glow. Ooh, oh, that's cute. Oh my god. Okay, you know what, I feel like if this didn't have these indentations, this would make a good piece. Maybe there's probably like a light. I think there are other light up versions. But yeah, this is basically, oh my god. Of course you would say that. Oh my god, of course this guy would say that. Anyways, but yeah, honestly, I don't think it came out too bad. Like obviously, I think if this is like, how do I say? If they didn't have these indentations, I think this would have came out a little bit more smoother, but honestly, it's not too bad, like for like a little project and stuff. And again, you can reuse it. Like you can wipe this off because the markers they provide are supposed to be washable. It'd be funny if like the yellow part couldn't be washable, so it's just like stuck like that. But yeah, no, this is like honestly, this is actually a nice little craft. So, you know, I'm glad I tested it out. So yeah, I think, okay, so let me put these away. I gotta put this away. I'll put these away. I think I dropped the other marker. All right, I'll worry about that later. But yeah, okay, yeah, this is a cute little device. I definitely recommend it. So I think they probably, my guess is that they probably have other versions of this. Like, I might look this up later. Like, I'm assuming they probably have one for like Christmas or other like holidays or events. So, but yeah, this is a cute device. What does it look like when I turn this on? Okay. Oh, interestingly enough, I think you could see, wait, I think you can actually see more of the blue. Yeah, when it's dark, it gets all white on OBS, but when it's like, when I turn this on, you can kind of see a little bit of the blue. Like you got, like, yeah, that's the orange, that's the green, and then that's the blue. And then this is the thing, it glows over time. Also, for whatever reason, the lines, they definitely don't look black. They look more like a dark green. I don't know, that's just kind of weird. All right, but yeah. Oh wait, I think I gotta do this. Wait, how do I turn it off? Okay, there you go. That's how you turn it off. Yeah, that's like a pretty fun project. Let me bring this light up. Okay. Honestly, not too bad of a project. Don't mind it too much. Yeah, it was pretty fun craft. I kind of want to look into more of these because I think something like this would be a cool project to have like in the future for a future project or something like that. But yeah, cool little idea. I'm gonna put this, I'll put this pumpkin over here. I'll put it over here next to the screwdriver, and then later on I got to take the batteries. But yeah, we'll move on to the next one, which is this one. Like I said, we're not gonna make this little doggy. I just want to use the pumpkin base. Like, this was like, this is what it comes with, so we're basically just gonna need this. But I have an idea for what I want to do with it. Can I just rip this off? Yeah, this one I can rip off easily. Okay, this one isn't like the other one. Okay, let me just put that there. And okay, let's open it up. Oh, so we get the pumpkin. Okay, we see the pumpkin right away. So here's the pumpkin. And then here are all the products it comes with. So this is definitely meant to be like a DIY kit. I will save the glittery bits for maybe the calavera, but so I'll put it here because we're gonna just need this pumpkin. This is the only thing I care about. So this is, obviously this is not a real pumpkin. It comes with press-on nails. Okay, this is more like like, I think this is supposed to be like little like glittery bits, like in the box. You could put it on like on the box. You could see it goes in like the little parts here, like on the ear and everything. But I'd rather use this, like, if anything, I think this would be more good on like on this. Like, I think this calavera would work better with these. Like, I don't know, that's just my thought. So we're gonna, yeah, I'll put this to the side. But either way, for this project, I am actually going to take advantage of having art supplies. It's my last name. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, bro. I call you Oaxaca all the time. So I got my paint markers. Oaxaca T Calavera. Ooh. Wait, what does the T stand for? Oh, this is some Luigi's Mansion ass music. Oh my god. Tiburon. Interesting. That's an interesting name. All right. So for this one, now how am I gonna do this? No, I kind of want to do it like this. Okay, this one is a little bit of a stretch of a project, but I thought about it. So again, going back on Pokemon, I was like, okay, for this, I definitely want to do a Pokemon design. Actually, I might even sketch this first before committing to it, but I definitely wanted to do a Pokemon design, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I know it's easy to do like very specific ones, but I wanted to do something a little bit interesting, something that maybe if I could do it perfectly, I might be able to get it to look good. And after looking through all the ghost type Pokemon, I decided to I wanted to take Sinistea, which is the ghost Pokemon from, if I recall, I think they're from Sword and Shield. Yeah, Sword and Shield. And I wanted to paint this with, paint this designed after Sinistea. The little, for people that don't know, Sinistea is the Pokemon that looks like a little teacup with the purpley stuff inside and evolves into Poltergeist, which is the, again, it's like the ghostly ghouly thingy that's like a little teacup thingy. So yeah. So I think the way I'm gonna go about it is okay, so to get this design, I have to paint the teacup. So I'm gonna see if I could paint this part I'm gonna see if I can paint this part blue. And one of the reasons I brought these markers is because these are like the big ones. I think, okay, this comes with like a big pack. So I think for this, for what I'm going for, I'm gonna use this blue, this light blue for the body. I'm like referencing the color, and then I'll use this for the accent. Yeah, I think this like, it's like almost like an aqua green. Wait, actually no, I think this one. Yeah, I think this one is good for it. Yeah, so I'll use that one. And then I think the idea is that this pumpkin is gonna be more based off of it. And then I think the top part is gonna be not the macho one, right? No, it's the original one. I mean, I think, well, let me see. It's like, well, what's it called again? It's called, fuck, hold on. Damn it, I forgot. Okay, hold on, I forgot. It's like Machageist or something like that. Let me look at it actually. I want to see its design, but I think I'm gonna stick with Sinistea. Oh, it is Poltergeist. And then it evolves into Sinistea, yeah. But I think I'm better off doing Sinistea and Poltergeist. Or Sinistea, because I think that design probably will. All right, this is the ones where you gotta like. Okay. Oh, this one is already pre-shaken. Okay, let me just, I might have to wait. Let me reshake it, because these are the ones where you gotta shake it a bit. But I have an idea. I have an idea of what I want to go for. Oh yeah, this is Luigi's Mansion. I was like, I recognize this. I played Luigi's Mansion like a couple of years ago. All right, and then also one thing too is like her markers is a simp. Oh yeah, simp tap. Okay, so one thing I do have to do is like you have to squeeze it to get the liquid out. And then it's supposed to like, okay, there we go. There we go. That's what we're looking for. There we go. Okay, I might have to do a few coats of these, but yeah, that's what we're looking for. Okay, so might have to do like another coat, but this is perfect because I figured I use these markers from time to time, but I don't use them enough. So I figure like, I think doing a project like this will actually work out for these markers. Okay. Okay, I left a little blob there, but that's fine. I mean, these markers are also, they're also designed for, so the thing about paint markers is that they're primarily, so in recent years, they became like kind of trendy and popular. So now a lot of art companies are making their own acrylic paint markers, but acrylic paint markers are originally meant for like crafts, like they're not meant for like illustration, like traditional illustration. It's actually meant more for craft stuff. Okay, but now that I got the paint like how I want it, okay, so I might have to do some, I might have to apply some coats, but as you can see, it does get, like, as you can see, one thing I do like is the coverage. So I think, so the way I kind of want to do it is like the middle part will be like the face design of Sinistea, and then probably what I'll do is like, okay, so here's where I'll stop the line of the blue for the bottom, because I think the way I'm gonna do it is that the bottom part is gonna be like the white to replicate like the teacup effect, the teacup look. And then I think the way I'm gonna try to do it is, okay, so we're gonna expand on the face actually. Okay, I might have to like add more. I might have to add more, like, yeah, I gotta add more paint to it. But I sort of have a vision in mind. Yeah, I was gonna do a sketch of this, but it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go in blind because I have a reference. Like, I do have the reference of the Pokemon up, so I'm gonna just go. So instead of sketching out like the area, I'm just gonna see if I could just paint it using the reference only, like rather than like instead of doing a SketchUp, like I'll just do a reference. All right, and then I think I'm just gonna go through this with another layer, because usually one of the things important about these types of projects is with acrylic paint, it's very important to like layer your stuff. This music is like, there we go. What is this? What is that music? Oh, it's a KK. Oh, you can't really hear it? Hold on. You know what? Hold on. We're gonna skip this. This is like, okay, there's a Pokemon one. I just skipped it. Ah, this one. Ah, this one. Now this one I like. The old chateau where Rotom is. There we go. Yeah, I like boosted the audio, but also the music was like, what the fuck is this? Okay. I think this side needs a little coating. But I think once we got that, I think this should be fine. Because I don't want to be on this. Well, I don't mind taking time. We got like a couple of hours. I mean, I think we just passed. Oh wow, we just passed the first hour. Okay, that's actually not too bad. I thought I was gonna be on the first thing for a long time, but I guess it's a good thing I did something like not too complicated. Okay. I guess I should also paint the back as well. I think what I'll do is for the back, like this is gonna be the front. So the front is gonna be the one that has like the double coating. I think for the back, I'll just do like one base coating just so that it doesn't look off. But I'm not gonna go too crazy about it. Okay. Uh-oh, I think okay. Whatever. The good thing about acrylic markers is that if you make a mistake, you can paint over it. Let me see, I think I might have to, hold on. I might have to reshake this. It'd be crazy if I already like used up the the paint, but like I doubt it. Okay, I think that looks a little bit more glossed up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it just needed a little shake. Sometimes you need a little shake to get it nice and moist. Oh my god. Oh god, that sounds terrible. You gotta give it a little shake. My boy owned real estate. Oh my god. I gotta remember to keep this in the camera. I have this bad habit where when I'm focused on something, I just want to get mad close to it. And I'm like, I gotta let everybody else see. Like, I can't just be the one to hog that shit. I'm like that girl that like, I'll be like in front of the TV and everybody else is like, yo girl, we want to see too. Stay in your idol. Oh my god. Like I said, I'm not gonna do too many layers on this because like I figured like I'll keep it to like give it consistency, but I think the other side is gonna be the one that has more of the layers. So this one's just gonna have like more, like if anything, if I have time, maybe I'll touch this one up more, but for the sake of like oh, this is like the Boo Manor. It's like, oh gee, I hope no Boo tries to get me. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna add like a quick amount. Quick amount. Okay, I think, okay. All right, I think. Again, I don't want to go too much. So, okay, so the back is all set. Okay, so this is what we have as our like first base. So I'll put this here. Okay. So you got me straight tripping, Boo. Oh my god. Okay. So the way I'm gonna approach this is I want like, so this blue is gonna be for some details, but I think what I'm gonna do before that is the thing with Pulte, guys, is that it has like the purple tea parts of it, so we're gonna use like, let's see, no, that's like a little bit pink. Okay, probably should have, I forgot to, actually no, I swatched these. Yeah, I did swatch these. Okay, yeah, I think this should be a good purple to use. So we're gonna use this purple, excuse me. We're gonna use this purple and we're gonna put it like around the head, like this top part, so we could layer it. And then let's see. Okay, I think that should be good enough. So this top part is gonna be the like, it's like the tea drip, the tea part. There we go. There we go. Okay, now the paint's flowing. There we go. Oh my god. Okay, this is coming. Okay, now the paint is flowing. It just took a hot sec. Okay, maybe I'll make this part like a swirl or something. Or maybe I'll do this. Hold on. Paint a little bit of this. And then maybe we'll add like more to this stuff. think this is the Twilight Town from Paper Mario: A Thousand Year Door, the area where you get to meet Vivian, or you get to have her in your party. Okay, there we go. All right, so yeah, this is like the T part of Poltergeist. And let's do the back. We might as well do the back. I feel like this purple definitely is more pigmented, like more liquidy. Okay. There we go. I don't think we need to do the entire purple, but just for consistency's sake. Honestly, doing this with paint markers is actually like I don't mind using normal marker, like I don't mind using normal acrylic paints, but I don't know, I like I like that with paint markers you get like more precision. Like now I understand, like I feel this, so it's like, yeah, you get like way more precision. So I kind of dig it. Okay, I think that should be. Okay, I think that should be good. I think that should be good. So that's the T part of it. I might add more to it later, but for now we'll leave it there. What I do want to add before we continue is that, let me see. I don't know if I could get a proper reference. I'm just gonna see how it looks. I want to get more image references because can I see the top part? I don't think I can. Wait, there's a Pokemon card that shows it. Okay, so there's a Pokemon card that shows like the top part, and it's like an orangey swirl. So I think, let's see, I want to kind of like, I don't want like a super bright orange. I kind of want like a more actually, you know what, no, we'll go with this one. I think this is a perfect orange. So as usual, we gotta shake it. We gotta shake it. Oh, I gotta put this cap back on. One thing I'm glad about this setup for the camera is that it thankfully, like before I had it set up to like this part of the table. Like I have an L-shaped table and I had it set up in a certain way, but thankfully I was able to remodify it. So now it's like more it's set up where you don't have to like, okay. I gotta like, it's set up where like even if I shake the table, okay, now we're cooking. Okay, now we're cooking. It just needed a little bit, I gotta get it moist. Anyways, this camera setup, I'm glad because I have it set up in the other part of because I have an L-shaped desk, so I have it set up for the other side of the desk where like even if I shake this, like this camera doesn't move, so I'm glad. All right, so I made the tip like this orange. But what I would like to do is, this is the part where I gotta get the reference out. I gotta bust the references. Or you know what? Maybe I'll leave it like this, and then what I'll do is like I'll just see if I can like all right, I got it. There we go. It's supposed to replicate like the little dollop on its head. Maybe add like a little line to it as well, like this. All right, so yeah, now we got like a little, okay, I might have to layer that, but basically this is like the top part of its head. So it's supposed to be like the little drink part of it. All right, there we go. Okay, I think that should be fine for now. I might come back to that in a bit. All right, so now we got the top part ready. So now we're gonna add the rim, like the rim of the teacup, but I'm gonna do it in an interesting way. Okay, I gotta shake this as well. All right, I think this should be good. Okay, so now, okay, so I think the way I'm gonna do it, okay, the way I'm gonna do it is, I'm just gonna add like a little line. I'm not gonna do anything too complicated. Because this part's gonna be covered up anyway, so I'm not gonna go too crazy about it, but basically we want to make like a line. I feel like I'm giving a tutorial, but that's not what I'm doing. And then the thing about Sinistea is that it has like these cute like grooves, like these scallop grooves to kind of give it like that cute design. So it has like 3 in the front. So actually I might have to make it bigger. Okay, like yeah, like something like this. There we go. Oh, it's so satisfying when you do it in the side. This is some Zelda-ass music. Might have to change the music soon because I think this music is only supposed to play for like, was it an hour and a half or 2 hours? I might have to switch to a new playlist. Yeah, this is... Alright, so I will do the same for the other side to just give it a little sense of consistency. Okay, this did not turn out okay. This is like I'll accept it. If anything, I'll go back with the blue, with the light blue one. But thank God this is only the back, so it's like this is the side that's not supposed to be seen much. I'm so sorry, I'm like quiet, I'm like locking in. I'm just making sure like this looks a little consistent. Okay. Okay, I think this should be fine. I don't think I don't think I need a coat of this. I'll just do a little bit. The thing about this kind of paint is like, one thing it's always tricky is the material, because sometimes I notice that some materials absorbs it in a certain way, and then other material, well, it's like it'll absorb it where the color is accurate, but sometimes the material, depending on what you use, it becomes darker. Alright. Okay, I'm not gonna obsess too much about that because then that's just gonna give me problems. Okay. Sorry, I gotta look at, let me see. Alright. Alright. Okay, so we got the top part. Okay, so before we continue, oh no, you know what? I'll do the bottom part after because I gotta paint that with another color. Actually, yeah, let's bust out that other color actually. Which is, boom, pure white. I pray that this white will work because sometimes, I don't know, I know, okay, I knew it, I had to change it. I was like, I knew I had to change it. Okay, here's another one. Silly Spooky Halloween Jams. I knew that was gonna happen. Thank God I'm prepared. Okay. I'll let it... Okay, this is just more Luigi's Mansion. Sorry about that, folks. Oh, this is Luigi's humming it. Oh, it's this one. Okay. I'll just put this to the side. Okay, I think this should be enough. Okay. So now we're gonna go at the bottom. So give it a good squeeze. I'll let you drop here. Okay, I gotta pull the reference. I'm just gonna pull the reference up. Okay, so it has like a white, so the bottom of the rim is white, So yeah, this bottom part is gonna be all white. There we go. Okay. Whoopsie. Oh my god. The boo. Okay, well the white is applying. I just gotta like layer this shit. Okay. One thing I am glad is that the paint dries where it's not like, I feel like with the marker, like I think it's maybe it has to do with the surface and how the paint absorbs the material. Oh, there we go. Maybe it has to do with how the paint absorbs the material, but I find that like, yeah, like this acrylic paint compared to like the washable markers is like definitely more, it's like it's more friendly towards the material than the marker was with the other material. Okay. Like, yeah, like this is already dry, so I gotta wait for that to dry. In the meantime, I'll do the second one. Oh god, okay, I almost slipped on that. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is actually relaxing. Like, maybe I should do this more often. Maybe I could. Okay, like, well, it might depend on certain circumstances, but like, I had ideas for like what I wanted to do for like a Christmas thing. Okay. Alright, I think that should be fine. Alright, I think this might have dried enough, so let's see if I can apply like the final coat of white paint on this. Layer number 2. Yeah, no, these paint markers are really handling it. I do appreciate that. All right. Yeah, like I said, I like that the acrylic kind of dries, so it doesn't take that long to apply the second coat. It's funny because the other day, okay, so actually like using the craft pumpkin, I think was a better choice. Because funny enough, the other day I had to, my mother had, like last week, my mother had asked me to help her paint a pumpkin for something she needed for her job. And and the thing was, I had to like, she wanted me to make Jack Skellington's face on a pumpkin, which I was like, yeah, that's fine. I can do it, Mom. Except that, okay, that's like really white. That should be good. That should be good enough. Except that the problem is the pumpkin surface is like super smooth. So when I applied paint and then I tried to apply paint again, even when the paint dried, it would chip off too easily. And I think it's because of the pumpkin's surface. Like it doesn't absorb paint as great as it's supposed to. So yeah, that was like an issue. All right. So, all right, now we go back to this. Yeah, we could go back to this, and now we're gonna put a rim around here, and then we'll do the other side. So now we got to put a rim around here. Trying to be a bit consistent. Ooh, what is that spooky voice? Okay. Okay, I think this should be fine. Doesn't have to be super clean. I think this should be fine. Okay. We're actually making some good progress with this. Okay. Okay, next part, we actually need yellow for the teacup rim. For the teacup rim. So yeah, we're actually making some progress with this. All right, I think this should be good. I'm gonna lower this down a bit. What do you think of the BS they did? That there's a real teapot and a fake teapot for it to evolve? Oh, like the I think it's called like the authenticity, or like it's like the real thing. Honestly, it's like, I'll be real. It's like the chip. What is it? It's called like the crack pot and the chip pot or whatever. Honestly, I'm gonna be real, like, it's one of those things where like, actually wait, let me see. It's one of those things where like, for me, I really cannot tell the difference. I feel like it's just a pure like cosmetic thing. Like, it's like kind of Like, I don't mind when Pokemon make Pokemon designs where it's like, oh, there's like different variants of it, but this is one of those cases where it's like, I'm kind of like just very meh on like the whole, like the, what is it called? The forgery form and the antique form. I think that's what it's called. Or like, what's it called? The certified form or something, but it's kind of like whatever, like, I don't dislike it, but it's like, it's not something that's enough to get my interest. Like for me, okay, funny enough, one Pokemon where it has kind of this interesting mechanic that normally I wouldn't be interested, but like aesthetically I like the design, was Alcremie. Specifically the different like flavor forms it can get and how you can obtain them. Like pink Alcremie was cute, but I was like, oh well, you know, maybe I could do something. It's like, oh, it's not that crazy. And then when they revealed there's different forms of it and different flavors, and I saw the, what was it, the caramel one, I was like, oh fuck, now I need that one. Like the other versions are whatever, but the caramel one, it's like, it's like, god damn it, I need that. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I'm so locked in. I might have to make, actually, I should probably make it thicker. The mixed spiral is cool. Shiny is chocolate. Oh yeah, the shiny is like a chocolate one. Yeah, I have it. It's so cute. Yeah, let me make the rim a little thicker. This is like weirdly relaxing. I'm like, damn, I didn't know this was gonna be relaxing. Maybe I should do more of these. I know they sell these kinds of like, I know this is like the pumpkin version, but I know they sell like stuff like these. I think they sell them at Michael's, like Michael's Arts and Crafts. So maybe I should get one, or I could probably check on Amazon. I also wanted to mention this. I actually have been so focused on finishing certain big things for my 2.0 debut that I ended up not being able to do any other art outside of like 2.0 stuff. So I apologize, like I haven't done any monthly narrative art in a bit. It's just simply that I'm so locked in to get my 2.0 stuff done that it's like I want to like put that like my absolute priority, because I've actually finished ahead of schedule, and I have a lot of room to do like a few different things. So that's why I'm like it's best for me to lock in. And like what I was thinking is like for probably 2026, I was supposed to have something done, but Pokemon hit. Oh my god, yeah, Pokemon. For 2026, so I actually was thinking about this. I won't say exactly when the date. I'll give you a preview for anybody who's watching this or watching the VOD. I'll give you a little preview. Right now the tentative date for the debut is December. I won't tell exactly when in December, but it's in December. And I mean, obviously you could have guessed, because like, you know, where it's either, I mean, you have two guesses. It's like you could have done either November or December, but deer season, yeah. But pretty much once the 2.0 happens, once the debut happens, my basically I think streaming wise, so I'm still gonna, so actually no, if anything, I think if anything after debut, I think I'm actually gonna focus a little bit on streaming for like a little while. Like I'm gonna take a break from art, like not a big break, but just a small teeny break, like probably between December and January. Especially because January, I think I'm actually gonna go on vacation to visit family, like my relatives, older relatives. So I'm gonna be taking that time off anyway. So I think the best thing to do is once the big, plus given that my debut so far has been one of my biggest top priority projects at the moment, I figured it only makes sense that I should like afterwards like stream like and take a break from art, and then like go on, you know, and then in January I take that vacation. Okay, there we go. I think that should be good. Okay, so that's the rim. That's the rim of, that's supposed to be like the teacup rim. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more details when we get to it, but all right, so let's go. Let me go back to Pulte, guys. Okay, so I think now we can start adding like the actual details to make it pop out. So we need this white marker. Let me pull up a picture. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, that's perfect. It's, oh my god, it's HD. So I need the Synesty. Sorry, I said Poltegeist. I meant Synesty. Okay. It has a very interesting face, but I think I can get it. Okay, so this is the front part. Yeah, this is the front part. Okay. Okay, so I think I have a way to do this. Like I said, I'm not like I was like I don't need to sketch this. I can just do this, like I can just free ball it. All right, there we go. We got the eye. Probably not gonna be super accurate, but like I said, I'm doing what I can. It has a very interesting design. Probably one of the more unique Pokemon eyes compared to what I'm normally used to with Pokemon. All right, sorry, I got a layer. There we go. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Okay, not too bad. 4K. It almost looks like a face of a Chow. Might add a little bit more white. But I gotta wait for it to dry. In the meantime... Okay. This part is the next part is definitely gonna be kind of tricky. Okay, I'm gonna have to like figure out a plan for that. I think what I'll do, okay, I think I'm better off just starting with the eye, and then we'll work around it. Someone left hoof prints on your pumpkin. Oh my god, they do look like hoof prints. You're right. Okay, there we go. I think we can get one more white coat. What time is it? Okay. I think we've been on this for approximately 2 hours. Okay, well, almost 2 hours, but it's fine. We'll keep going. I'll see how I feel. I mean, then again, it is Friday, so I don't really got to worry about, like, work. But I'll see how I feel. Okay, I think... Okay, now we are moving on to the face. Well, not the face, we're still going on for the eyes, but I think while the eyes themselves dry, I'm gonna try to do something with this. Okay, this part is gonna be a little bit, I gotta be very precise. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait, I'm like thinking how I'm gonna do this. Yeah, this part. This is the part where you have to get through like the really detailed stuff. Okay, well, I got this part down. Now I gotta get the other part. Okay. Okay, this one definitely came out a little different, but okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, I think the paint has dried, so now I can start working on the eyes. Yeah, we'll start with this one. And then this is the weird part. All right. Okay, that's one eye done. Okay, that actually looks not that bad. Okay, let's get the other eye. I know it's like weird me having to turn it, but that's like how I can get like the prestige details. There we go. Okay, now this part is a little interesting, which is why I had to make the eyes this shape. So let's see if I can get that look. Okay. Okay, not too bad. There we go. Okay, one eye is definitely bigger than the other, but whatever. It's a ghost Pokemon. It can look a little weird. It can look a little hee-hee sillies. And then it also has like an outline around the mouth. All right. All right, there it is. Honestly, okay, it's not too bad actually. This is actually not too bad. Yeah, this is like so far what it looks like. Like as a little pumpkin decoration, it's not too bad. So there's actually a couple of things I want to do because honestly, like it looks honestly pretty good. So there's actually a couple of you thought my eyes were crazy. All right. Okay, so I'm trying to think of something. Okay, that's better. Okay. So, all right. So I want to do a couple of things before I can declare this done. So first, we're going to take the bottom part again. And I'm going to create something to replicate the tea, the floor of the cup. Like the little bottom part of like the teacup. Actually, funny enough, I found this reference that has an up-close version of the like authenticity sticker, so maybe I should put it in. All right. And then apparently I did find like the authenticity thing. So let me see, I guess. Actually, I'll use this one. I think this color, I'll just use this color. And then it looks like more like something like this. I might honestly do more hand cam stuff like this, because this is like, honestly, this is relaxing. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually super chill. Like, I'm glad this turned out really chill. That's why, and I'm glad I used like the paint markers. All right, so we are just about nearly done with this, but there's a couple of things I would like to do. So to give it the more like, to give it more of the Sinistea look. To go back, so Sinistea has two things that it kind of does now. Obviously, I can't do a complete replicate because of the shape of this, but I can attempt to do something here. Yeah, I think like we'll do it like right here, because it'll show a lot better. But basically, we want to like make like a blob of like this tea that's coming out. Because in the art, like Sinistea has like a little, it's like there's a crack in like the teapot, in like the top part of the teacup, where a little bit of the purpley stuff it has comes out. All right, we got that part, which is like the little purpley stuff, the little purple blob. And I'm also going to add another thing. Okay, this is a little messy. Okay, I would have to do something a little creative with this. Let me see, can I? Okay, I'll do it like this, yeah. There's a little hand. Normally in the sprite he's holding like, I think, a broken ladle to reflect on, like, oh yeah, like that's the thing, but here I'm just gonna draw a hand on it, on him. There we go. All right, let's go back to the let's go back to here, and I'm just gonna add one more thing. get that little drip. And you know what? I'll add a little bit of highlights here. Just to give it a little dimensionality. There we go. And yeah, I think it's done. Yeah, look at that. Okay, this actually, like, honestly, this wasn't so bad. I wasn't sure how this was gonna come out, but honestly, like, okay, the back, obviously, if I had more patience, I would do it, but honestly, yeah, like, this was actually kind of fun to do. I'm not gonna lie, this was actually a pretty good exercise. Like, I want to get more of these, like, maybe paper mache items, and like, actually, there is one thing I want to try, but I have to try this during, like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to try it this weekend. I'll have to try it, like, later on, but I think I might be able to do more, like, little crafts for like these. But yeah, this is my Sinistea pumpkin design. Like, I really like how it came out. Yeah, so yeah, we did this, and we did this attempt at a Chandelure. Yeah, we did those two designs. All right. I know I had that one other thing, but I think I'm gonna actually do that off stream, because honestly, I am feeling a little tired, and there's a couple of things I want to really do. But before I go, I do have something I wanted to say. So I'm gonna go to the just. Well, first let me go to the just chatting. Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. Let me put this. Thank God that the camera wasn't on. Okay. I'm just gonna put some stuff away before I officially do the end of the. Well, you know, I want to say something real quick before I end the stream. I'm gonna post what I'm about to say. I will make a post on it, like, stop being so big. No, I will be big. I will be big, and you will like it. All right, sorry, I'm like putting my markers away. I'm putting the paint markers away so that it's easier to like clean up later. Okay, and then I'll put this here. Okay, I'll bring these two here. Okay. All right, so real quick, before we end stream, I do want to, like, I'm gonna mention this, like, probably either on Sunday or Monday, but to anybody who's watching, oh, never mind. I thought my mic stopped, my headphones stopped working. Okay, I'm gonna mention this in probably like maybe Sunday or Monday, but just to give everybody a heads up, I'm not gonna stream next week. I'm not gonna go into a lot of heavy details on it, but it's just some like really, it's a little, I don't want to go into details, but all I'm gonna say is that something unexpected came up that I'm gonna have to deal with next week. And the thing is, I don't know how things are gonna be like. Like I said, I won't go into a lot of details, but like for the record, but the hope is that after next week, I should be able to stream again. But next week is a week where, because I don't know how things are gonna be like mood-wise and just certain elements to it, it's just better for me to not stream, to not stress about streaming. And then depending on how things go, I am hoping that in the best case, or at least like in some aspects, I should be able to stream after next week, because there's a lot of things I want to do. I want to play, I want to try out, I was gonna stream the Sonic Rumble game coming out on the 5th, but because I'm not gonna stream next week, that's not gonna happen. But obviously there are still things that are gonna still be done. You know, when Kirby Air Riders comes out, I'm still gonna try to stream that. Like, I'm still gonna go through with it. So again, maybe if things go even better for me, maybe I might actually be able to squeeze a stream in. I'll keep you guys updated, but for the time being, next week I'm just not gonna stream. So just keep keep in like just check in on my Twitter/X and Blue Sky, and I will Kirby will avenge Mario. Oh my god. Yeah, oh my god. Are you sure? Avenge? Wouldn't it be? I feel like a lot of people saw the Kirby Air Riders like directs, like the two of them, and they were like, damn, Mario Kart World is fucking found dead in an alley. Like, if you ask me, like that's what a lot of people are saying. No shade on Mario Kart World. I enjoy it for what it is, but like a lot of people were straight up like, nah, Kirby Air Riders is like the actual racing game, you know? Oh my god. But yeah, just to give you guys an update in case you're wondering, like, oh, like if I'm gonna stream next week, like I won't be streaming next week, but hopefully it was, oh my god, I was talking against Sonic. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know. I feel like Kirby and Sonic, like, we're found running away from the dead body, if you know what I mean. Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, like next week I'm not gonna stream. I don't know how things are gonna be next week. I am hoping that maybe I should, like, things will be fine enough that the week after I should be able to stream. Again, I'll keep you guys an update, but I still have plans, so I still am gonna go through with stuff regardless. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here, but thank you guys for joining me. Happy Halloween. I hope you have a good night, and yeah, happy Halloween, everybody. Y'all take care. Keep updates on my X, Twitter, Blue Sky, and yeah, I will let you know the next time I will be streaming. So you guys take care. Bye, everybody. Bye bye.